I am Anil Kumar Khandelwal. Welcome to our YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. Here is a brilliant question from our book Rediscover Algebra and Trigonometry for grade 9. We'll consider word problem based on distance, speed and time. Very interesting question, along with a general question to answer these kinds of problems. Question number 1 here is: a student goes to school at the rate of 2.5 kilometers per hour and reaches 6 minutes late. If he travels at the speed of 3 kilometers per hour, he is 10 minutes early. What is the distance to the school? So that's the question for you. Extremely interesting. At the end of the video, I'll also show you a shortcut method. Question number 2 is: I walk at an average rate of x kilometers per hour to the office and return at the speed of y kilometers per hour. If return time is more by t hours, find the distance to the office. So, as you can see, question number 2 is kind of a general question for question number 1. And these are very popular questions in many competitive exams. So, therefore, we have taken set of these questions in our book. In case you want to learn more, send an email on globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. So let's try to understand question number 1 first. A student goes to school at a rate of 2.5 kilometers per hour and reaches 6 minutes late, more time. If he travels at the speed of 3 kilometers per hour, he is 10 minutes early. What is the distance of the school? So let the distance be d. Okay. So now if distance is d, time taken will be what? Time taken will be distance divided by speed, right? Okay. Speed is the rate. So now we know that time is distance over speed. When I say speed is 2.5 kilometers per hour and time is in 10 minutes late or 6 minutes late, we need to convert that to hours, right? Dividing by 60. Okay. So remember that. So in the first case, when we consider the rate of 2.5 kilometers per hour, then the student is 6 minutes late, means time taken is more. So we can say t plus 6 minutes convert to hours divided by 60. Correct? Distance is d, speed is 2.5 kilometers per hour. In the second scenario, when the speed is 3 kilometers per hour, lesser time is taken. So t minus 10 over 60 equals to same distance over 3. So that is how we actually get two equations. Let me write them as equation 1 and equation 2. Now, we need to find distance. So what we can do is we can subtract one equation from the other, right? And then find what do we get. Okay. So let's do equation 1 minus equation 2. So t minus t is 0. So we get 6 over 60. Minus and minus becomes plus 10 over 60 equals to d over 2.5 minus d over 3. So that is how we get one equation. We can always add 6 plus 10 is 16 over 60 equals to, now here we can take d common or we can use calculator. So let's take d common and then we get 1 over 2.5 minus 1 over 3. So this can be simplified. 16 over 60 you can divide, for example, by 4. So you get what? 4, 4 times 4, and 4 times 1 and 15. Correct. So now we can actually cross multiply. So we get what? We get 4 equals to 15 times d times 1 over 2.5 minus 1 over 3. Now 15 can be divided by both 2.5 and 3, so it's a good number to work with, right? So what do we get is 4 equals to 15 divided by 2.5 is how much? 15 divided by 2.5 is 6. So we get d times 6 minus 5. So 6 minus 5 is 1, and therefore what we get is 4 equals to distance d, and it is in kilometers. You see how we have got the answer, right? Working with these numbers. It was less space, so I kind of squeezed the solution within, right? But I hope it is clear to you. Now, let's do part B, rather question number 2, and see how do we do these kinds of questions in general. Let's do it on a fresh page. So now here we have I walk at an average speed of x kilometers per hour to the office and return at a speed of y kilometer per hour. If the return time is more by t hours, find the distance to the office. So, let's say the two times are what? Let's say t1 is one time. I walk at an average speed of x kilometer, distance is fixed, so it is d over x, and time 2 will be d over y. Okay? Difference in time is t2 minus t1, which is, you can say, d over y minus d over x. Correct? So change in time t2 minus t1, difference in time, you can take d common and you get 1 over y minus 1 over x. Correct? So we can write this as t2 minus t1 equals to d times. You can take xy and then common denominator x minus y. Makes sense? So as you can see here, that distance can be found as difference in time t2 minus t1 times xy, the speed product, over the difference in speed. You get the whole idea. So that is how you can actually have a general formula to calculate the distance. You get the whole idea. Difference in time into product of speed minus difference of speed, right? And always the distance is positive, so you should have a positive value. So that becomes a very good solution for such questions. Now let's use this formula to answer question number 1 as a shortcut method. So, now here we have just written in the shortcut method time, difference in time is what? So let's say the formula was t2 minus t1 equals to difference in distance time x minus y over xy, correct? And distance was t2 minus t1 times product of the speed over x minus y. Is it clear? So let's use all these values. So distance d equals to, so time taken was 6 minutes late, means minus 6, right? And 10 minutes early, means difference is 10 minutes early and 6 minutes late. So more time, 6 minutes, right? And minus of 6. So 6 minus of minus 10, correct? So that is the time difference. And the speed in both cases is 2.5 and 3, correct? Kilometers per hour. Now this time was in minutes, so we have to divide this time by, because kilometers per hour, So we'll divide this by 60. Correct? As far as the speeds are concerned, we'll multiply 3 and 2, 3 and 2.5, and divide by 3 minus 2.5. Correct? So we should get distance, which is 16 over 60 times 3 times 2.5, which is 3 times 5 is 15, 1, 7.5 over 0.5. Correct? So, which will give you can now simplify 75 over 5. You can cancel this. 5 goes 1 times, 25, 5 times 5, 15. 15 times 4 is 60, and 4 times 4 is 16. So we get answer as 4 kilometers. Is that clear to you? So we have used a very general formula for such kinds of questions. So that really helps to answer objective type multiple choice questions in a fast way. I hope that makes sense. Many times calculator is allowed, and therefore this calculation which we did just now could be done very fast and you could get the answer within a minute. I hope that makes sense. Feel free to write your comment, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. And the book is there on Amazon for you to study. Thank you and all the best.